The Enchanted Forest by Thomas Scotti. Episode 1 The Animals of the Forest. The story takes place in a 20th century England. A long time ago, somewhere in a faraway land, there was a place called the Enchanted Forest. Although it was mysterious and magical, the forest was ruled by a family of foxes. But then, one night, the travels of a cricket named Jiminy took him to the forest. Little did he know that his life was about to change forever. Jiminy visited a vixen named Maid Marian who lived in a chateau. Marian and her friend, a chicken named Lady Cluck, took the cricket to a kingdom not far away from the chateau. With help from a pixie fairy named Tinkerbell, Jiminy Cricket moved to Pride Rock in the Pride Lands. Once there, Jiminy befriended a lion named Mufasa and his pride. Jiminy had built a campfire in the den and looked around. Something else caught his eye. A little lion. He is the little one who shares friendship and finds love. "Cute little fella," said Jiminy. A moment later, a lioness named Sarabi cradled the baby lion in her arms. "His name is Simba," she told the cricket. "Simba is the future king. This looks like the beginning of a beautiful friendship," Jiminy told Simba. The next day, Jiminy befriended a spoiled but kind-hearted llama named Cusco, who was banished by his own kind because of his arrogance. In a cave at the backside of Pride Rock, Cusco encountered Mufasa's brother, Prince Taka. He was threatening Cusco and says, "Taka was no longer my name. My name is Scar, son of the devil." Mufasa rescued Cusco, and Scar stormed off. Months later, Simba grew into a young cub. One day, he met a young lion girl cub named Nala. Elsewhere, Cusco was jealous of Nala for being friends with Simba. Although Simba befriended Abu the monkey and his master, Donald Duck, Cusco tried to trick Nala with something, but then he accidentally started an elephant stampede. Later that day, Scar walked Nala home. Meanwhile, Simba realized that Nala was spending time with a teenage lion named Apollo. After a dismayed Simba walked away, Nala argues with her father, Lambert, and rejected Apollo, the lion. Nala walked alone through the enchanted forest. A sad Nala met a friendly bear named Baloo. He cheered her up, and they spent time with a panther named Bagheera. Nala sang Just Another Face. She walked to a forest cliff. "I love you, Simba," she said to herself. Later that night, Simba was tricked by Kaa the snake, who took him to the Cave of Wonders, where he finds the genie and his magic lamp. Along with Cusco the llama, Donald Duck, and Abu the monkey, Simba battled Kaa and the mummy. After they defeated the two villains, the genie entertained Simba as he sang, "You Ain't Never Had a Friend Like Me." With help from a magic carpet, the genie helped Simba and his friends escape from the cave. The next day, Simba and the gang traveled to a small town far from the forest. After he got separated from the gang, the little lion encountered Wonder Woman, or Diana Prince for short. She fought off a pair of criminals. Wonder Woman became jealous when she sees Simba. She told him this is her town, but after a brief chase, a bulldog rescued Simba and chased Wonder Woman to a telephone pole. After Simba escaped, the bulldog bit Wonder Woman's costume and tried to tear her apart. As she wept, a man named Steve shoos the dog off. Wonder Woman won the heart of Steve. Outside of town, Simba found his friends and they returned to the enchanted forest. After an encounter with 3 hyenas, Simba found a sad Nala. As she wept, Nala explained that Apollo the lion abuses her. Simba calms her down, and he embraced Nala. As the seasons passed, Simba and his parents spent the winter in a small house called the Little Cottage. After winter ends, they went back to the Pride Lands. One day, Scar tricked Simba into waiting in a gorge, where 3 hyenas named Banzai, Shenzi, and Ed started a wildebeest stampede. Mufasa rescued Simba just in time, but Scar tricked Mufasa by betraying him and dropping him into a ravine. Simba survived, but Mufasa was gone. Scar made Simba believe that Mufasa's death was his fault. After Simba fled, Scar took over the Pride Lands. Later that night, Simba accidentally trespassed on a farm owned by a man named Amos Slade. As he chased the little lion into the forest, Sarabi leaped in front of Slade's rifle and was shot down. Slade walked away, ashamed. Simba sadly embraced his mother for the last time. He refused to go to Bagheera's orphanage. By the next day, Simba and Baloo battled Shere Khan the tiger and a group of aliens called the Putties. The Pink Ranger and the Yellow Ranger battled the Putties. Simba won the battle and banished Shere Khan from the Enchanted Forest. The lion moved in with Baloo. In a nearby jungle, Simba grew into a huge lion. One day, in the autumn, back at Pride Rock, Nala grew into a beautiful young lioness. She sneaked out to find help, while Scar is off to Spoonerville to build a corporation called Pride Industries. Later that night, at a ravine, Nala was caught by an evil lion. It was Palo. Nala escaped by swimming through a river. She got out of there and ran into a cave. Palo followed Nala and struck her down. He was about to slash Nala's bottom, but Bagheera suddenly appeared. The old panther chased Palo up a cliff. Palo fell to his death. Bagheera ran back to Nala. The next day, Nala found Simba, and they embraced. A jealous Cusco went to live in London town. The seasons passed. After Simba married Nala, they moved into the cave. They have a daughter named Kiara. Baloo took Cusco and introduced him to Kiara. Baloo sang the bare necessities. He, Bagheera, Cusco, and Jiminy danced through the enchanted forest. As for Mariam, the fox, she wished Nala every happiness.